Hello, I am roaringbug, and welcome to my Sims 4 speed build. Today I am making that house you saw in the first picture. It is a base game house called the Gray Country House, and I got it off a picture that I saw on Pinterest, and I have been on a roll making very quaint, cute looking suburban houses. I think I've cracked the code for making very nice looking suburban homes or traditional looking country homes. And I've just been making a lot of base game only versions of these houses. And this is the smallest of one of the few houses that I've made recently. I hadn't really done that many videos. This is actually the first video that I've made this year because I've had some health issues, but I am back. So here I am making another speed build video for The Sims. So I normally don't make houses this small. I usually go for the 30 by 20 lot just because it's the most prevalent lot size in the game. But, you know, I thought I'd try something a little smaller. This is in Willow Creek in the base game world. This is the streamlet single lot that has that weird looking greenhouse with, what is it? It's like a shotgun house, but I tore it down. Oh, and I'm leaving in where I put in my cheat codes. You can look it up online. It's all the build cheat codes in order to access all the items you can. Oh, like the window dressing plants. Like you see that plant off the lot, you can actually find that in debug and put them as decoration. And they don't have any cost on the lot, which is great when you're trying to make a budget house. Though I did not make a budget house. This is a pretty it is not a single starter home, that's for sure, because that's only like 20,000. This is, I think it's like, I don't know the exact number, but I know it's more than that. So you can see here, I'm looking at what it looks like on the gallery shot, when it looks like when it saves, just because I want to see how symmetrical the house looks. And that's a trick I picked up. I never really did that before, but you know, I'm looking at the house from above and you get all these weird camera angles, so I thought it looked nice if you could see what it looks like off the gallery in the save. I didn't do too crazy with the windows. I just used 2 types of windows for this build. No, 3. 4? 4. Yes, 4. I forgot the little circle design window. So it's mainly the shutter windows and this rounded edge top window. And I put like this tiny porch because this lot is so small. I can't really do a really big backyard, so I kept the porch really tiny. If not, I would have loved to make like a bigger looking porch. And I put this bay window in the back just so that it looks a little prettier in the back, because back of houses really don't get that much love, but I wanted to make the back just as pretty as the front. And I use like a basic black roof tile, and I decided to make this house gray. If you go in the gallery, you'll see like a gambit of different colors I've done of suburban houses lately. So gray is actually an option I normally do not try. And I decided to make the accent color yellow, just because I found like these yellow planters, and I was like, yeah, I guess yellow and gray go well together. And like I said, I just wanted to keep the yard pretty simple. I didn't want to go too crazy, so I just put this little planter in the back, and I decided to do some plants in the front. So like I said, these plants are debug, so you can just put in some cheat codes, you can look it up online, and you know, you can just enter it and you can get access to all these free plants that don't have any in-game costs. So I'm just trying to layer and make it look nice. So I'm trying to make it look pretty My landscaping skills is basically layer until you think it looks good. I didn't want to make it look too symmetrical, just sort of pleasantly symmetrical. But it's an asymmetrical kind of look in the back, but it's very symmetrical in the front. And I put a brick porch. I just kind of got tired of doing a wooden porch, so I thought it would look nicer just for contrast to do this brickwork. And I'm just going around looking at how things look. I've been very methodical with my builds lately, where I've tried to be concise and do most of the, like, do all the building on the outside and do all the decoration and all of the the decor that you want in the back of the house and all around the exterior. And then I go inside the house and do all of the decoration inside with all the furnishing. So yeah, like normally terrain paint is the last thing I would do on a build, but like I said, I'm trying to mix up my building technique and trying to get away with doing all the exterior first and then working my way in. So I really like this fence. It's a very nondescript fence, but it's in debug. So that fence doesn't exist in a normal build and buy catalog, but it looks so normal. And you know, it's really hard to get something that looks very normal. And you know, I just did very basic stuff for the back, just a barbecue and 2 planters, because frankly I can't really fit too much in this tiny yard. In gameplay it would make more sense if the planters were covered, but it's really easy just to throw a roof over that and some pillars if you want to make a covered garden area for your plants, just so they can grow in every season. Most people have seasons because the game seems more lively when you actually have the changing of the seasons. And I put a debug car, and I wanted to put that bush, but it was too close to the lot, so I had to put the foundation back to ground level and put this little bush there, just because I thought that bush looked nice. You know, sometimes you just need a nice shrubbery. So now I have to put back all the stairs and, you know, trying to make it look as pretty. And then I realized this window is too high and poking beyond the roof line, and I'm now into the interior. So for the interior, I just put down the lights just so I could see what I'm doing. And I'm putting down some stairs, and I decided to put them on, I don't know, off to the side like this. Normally you'd probably do stairs, I don't know, the short way of the building, but I was like, I kind of want to put it the long way in the building, just because I could put this bathroom tucked in the corner. And because the space is so limiting, I have to try and utilize this space as best I can. So I'm just trying to make this floor plan look, I don't know, very usable. So first thing I furnished is this kitchen. And I just made this full-on table. I'm pretty sure your Sims could probably walk around this table. But I had not gotten a chance to test this house yet. But I'm not heavy when it comes to decor with decoration and clutter, so I'm pretty certain that they could probably walk around this space. If not, you know, it's base game, so if you don't like something, you can just delete it and put something from another pack in this house. Because, you know, I made this house entirely base game so that anyone can download it. And because The Sims is free, the base game is free, it literally is a free house. So you don't need any extras to use this house and play with it. And like I said, I did it this way because I make a lot of base game houses because the gallery filter doesn't really work. So if you only have, I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 packs, and you only want to filter for just the ones you own, the gallery is not going to filter out your packs. It's still going to show you all the builds with all the packs included. But the gallery is really good if you filter just for base game. So if you do the hashtag search just for base game, my house will show up, and you know, you're gonna see it because it's only base game. So that's the benefit of only making these base game houses. And I kind of like the restriction because sometimes you can get overwhelmed with a lot of build items. Though for my own personal gameplay, I like custom content, and since I play on PC, I can download custom content, and you know, it's nice. You can make a really beautiful house if you have beautiful items, and most of the time the items in The Sims looks, I don't know, kind of boxy, so it doesn't really have the detail that you'd probably want in certain items. But you know, certain packs have really beautiful stuff in it that is, you know, very close to CC quality. So this side room here, I just wanted to make a skill building room just because it makes sense for gameplay. You know, your computer, your guitar, your workbench. So all of these items are great if your sim has a job and they need to do their daily task, or if you want them to work from home and you just want them to like make stuff in order for them to earn money. You know, it's very lucrative to have your sim just do like a hobby and make money that way, especially with like making paintings or stuff on the workbench. So, you know, I just put it in the house just so that it's fully functional. So I put extra lights in all of these little like lights I put in the house, just because all the lights in The Sims are kind of dull except the tiny saucer lights. So my trick is put any light you want and just use move objects to hide another saucer light inside it so that you don't sacrifice, you know, beauty for functionality. And I made this into a 6 sim house, so you can fit a family of 6. So you can have like parents and like teenagers, toddlers, or infants. I try to run through the whole gambit so that you can have any life stage live in this house. And this house is very gray. Like I said, it just has slight accents of yellow here and there, like in like the rugs and stuff, but it's kind of a monochrome kind of looking home. But I didn't want it to be too boring, so I tried to mix it up with like textures and different kind of decorations. But I think it comes together to look like a very realistic and very functional looking little house. And you know, if you download it, that's great. I hope you would enjoy this house. And like I said, I'm just trying to decorate it as, I don't know, I don't really do too much with clutter, but I thought like you need at least something on a wall, you know, like a picture here and there. And, you know, I try to put at least one plant in each room, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out depending on the space. And I'm around the end of my build, so thank you for watching and enjoy the screenshots. Bye!